Wrestling Deja Vu on Halloween. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. Before we get into this video, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. So heading into Saturday night's main event, we know that we are having Cody Rhodes go one-on-one against Drew McIntyre, and I have no doubt that these two guys are going to have a really solid match. And what's so interesting about these two guys going at it is the fact that we saw them have a contract signing, which I don't know about you guys. Ever since we saw what went down between Io and Stephanie McIntyre, where they had their match regardless and they didn't need a contract signing, for me, every future contract signing that we've had going forward, I feel as if it's extremely meaningless and it makes no sense anymore, right? Because if we can book a match without it, why even have the contract signing period? But nonetheless, we see these guys go in the ring. They have a very impactful segment. Drew McIntyre has Cody Rhodes laying, and he's standing tall at the end of this segment. Now, I have no problem with what we saw. I thought it was very solid between these two guys. But my only issue is the fact that we saw a very, very similar confrontation between these two guys about a month ago, right? And it's almost to the T of what we saw with these guys, right? The whole I went and did this thing on my own and I was able to carve my niche. And now when WWE talks about somebody going on and carving their own path, they call it doing the Drew. And we see Cody Rhodes go on about how you were the one who got fired while I was able to go out on my own, which I'm sure that most people are going to leave this segment with that going forward in their mind. But with Drew standing tall and now having the stipulation added that if Cody loses by countout or DQ, we get a title change, I think this is a perfect opportunity for WWE to break the monotony and have Drew McIntyre win the title. I think this is the perfect out. I know a lot of people have been complaining about how WWE has been going the safe route, and I can tend to agree with that thought process due to things are being very predictable at the moment. Now, predictable comes with this negative vibe surrounding it, when I don't think so in every single example that predictable is that bad. It was predictable that Cody Rhodes was going to win at WrestleMania 40, yet it was the right call to do. So I don't think that in every instance when you say something is predictable, it is something that's negative. But at the same time, especially on the SmackDown side, where I feel as if, and I've said this in multiple different videos, where I think that it is probably the worst wrestling show on TV on a weekly basis that we get consistently. I think it's time for us to see a Cody Rhodes change at the title. I think he's more interesting when he was chasing it. I think that this is a perfect opportunity to elevate Drew McIntyre, who, in my opinion, is one of the more interesting characters in all professional wrestling. You agree as well, Mr. Kitty, about Drew McIntyre. And I think that with us being in a position where, there's a lot of heat going WWE's way about all of the things that are going down creatively and how Triple H has kind of been under the gun lately for a lot of people. I think that Drew with a title, at least it feels a little bit different. And even if it doesn't 100% land, I think that it's an opportunity for people to possibly get a new star that's elevated into the next level. Because I feel like the main event scene in WWE is pretty locked and loaded with who you consider to be in it. And I think it's kind of now an opportunity for us to possibly get some new people thrown into the mix, because there's a lot of guys on the rosters that include Drew McIntyre, include LA Knight, who are just kind of on that precipice of gaining access to that main event club, that a big time victory against somebody like Cody Rhodes could really be what is going to be able to position Drew McIntyre to enter that upper echelon and be there rubbing shoulders with guys like Cody Rhodes or Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns. And I think that Saturday night's main event provides an interesting opportunity for them to do that. And it also adds the opportunity for something big and impactful to happen on the show. Because, as we know, it's kind of become a little bit of a filler program. It's not as big of a deal as it was on the debut. And it feels like it's kind of losing a little bit of steam. And I think that Drew McIntyre winning the title could possibly be the direction that they go to spice things up a little bit. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I am Kevin Zwicker. Please remember to hit that like button and subscribe. I'm out.